Hey everyone, I'm Melanie from Streamline Legal, where we help law firms get the most out of their practice management software. Tonight I'm talking about Zoom again. Everyone's using it, so we want to make sure that we take into consideration a little bit of etiquette. And so tonight we're going to be talking about a feature that Zoom just recently made a default. And so you may notice from now on that when people try to enter your Zoom meeting, that they're being led to a waiting room and that you have to, by default, allow them to enter. Now you can change the setting, but for security purposes, Zoom just made that a change a couple of days ago. And so for those of you that are new working with that waiting room feature, I just wanted to look at a couple things with you. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen over here. And here I've got my Zoom window. And you'll see at the bottom here, there's this participants button. And if you open it up there, it's going to show you all the people that are in the meeting, and then it's going to show you the people that are waiting to enter the meeting. And when I'm ready to, you'll hear a chime, of course, when that person enters the waiting room so that you know they're there. And the participants button will start flashing yellow, and it will give you the opportunity to admit that person into the meeting. Now, you can do that down here when it flashes, or you can do it up here once you click on participants and get this little side panel. One of the things that I wanted to talk about tonight was the idea that with a lot more people using Zoom for a lot more conferencing, there are opportunities now where it was less common before. Now it's more common that we might have people back to back lined up for calls. And so it is possible that somebody might want to try to log in when you're not finished with your previous call. So in an effort not to exactly rush that person out the door or have anyone interrupt your meeting that's running a couple minutes late, I want to make sure that you know how to communicate with those people in your waiting room. So if you have somebody in the waiting room and you want to go ahead and let them know that they're there, you're coming, you're just going to be a minute, maybe your previous meeting ran late for some reason, then I'm going to go ahead and click here on the chat button. And it still shows me my participants so I can see who's waiting in the waiting room, but it also allows me to now start chatting with people in the meeting. So I'm going to go ahead and click on who I want the chat to go to, and it gives me this option of everyone in the waiting room. So what I can do is I can click on that. I can say, I'll be right with you. Thanks for joining me. And I hit enter, and now that message is going to be displayed for those people in the waiting room. They're not going to see any messages that I'm sending to my current participants, but that will be displayed to the people in the waiting room in a side panel as well so that they can see that message. So I wanted to make sure that you guys know that, because I don't want you to feel like there's no way to get a hold of the people that are in the waiting room. And, we don't have a nice receptionist to go out there and offer them a beverage. So it's nice to be able to let them know that we see them, we know they're there, we're on our way. It'll be a short time of waiting before we get there. And while you wrap up with your current participant. So hopefully this is helpful to you guys. Please do keep that in mind so that we don't leave people waiting all night. And yeah, have fun on those Zoom conferences. We'll see you soon.